Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you want to learn the dress, how to transform the dress you saw on my thumbnail into a two-piece, a trouser and a top, please watch this video till the end because this is what the trouser looks like, and then in our next video we are going to be posting the top. So you guys, this is a circle trouser. As you can see, the gown is a circle gown. Yes, and then so we have to transform it into a circle trouser and a top. So you guys, let's get to work. So what we are going to be using, we are using a crepe fabric. So first thing, you're going to fold it into two. Yes, this trouser now I'm using 3 yard. So you're going to fold it into two, and then you're going to go ahead and fold it into a triangle flare, just as you see me do. And then the next thing, you're going to go ahead and double fold it again, so that it's going to give you a 2 leg of your trouser. Do you guys understand? So that it will give you both the front and the back piece of your trouser. So that is exactly what you are going to do. You're going to fold it into a flare, and then you're going to go just refold it again. It's just like you cutting your front piece and your back piece of your flare gown or flare skirt. Do you guys understand? And then the next thing, you're going to go ahead and go in by 4 inch. You're going to just go in by 4 inch, and then you're going to mark that 4 inch all the way to the hemline. Do you guys understand? Please, I want you guys to follow this class very well. If you know you don't understand, you don't get what I'm saying, please do well to ask questions. That is why I am here. I'm always in the comment section. Please interact in the comment section. Thank you so much. And please, if you know that you have not subscribed to my channel, please, I'm begging you, take me to 1,000 subscribers, and then my birthday is in few days. Just do that for me. Support me by clicking the subscription button, and then take me to 1,000 subscribers. Thank you. I love you guys. So just go ahead and mark 4 inch from the top to the hemline, just as you see me do, and then go ahead and connect the point together, just as seen in this video. And then the next thing we are going to be doing, we are going to be marking our waistline. So you're going to go ahead and divide your waist by 4, and then you're going to add your zipper allowance. If you don't want to add a zipper allowance, no problem. I'm going to be adding zip to this trouser. So if you are doing elastic, like if you know that you want to put elastic, go ahead and divide your hip measurement by 4, and then you're going to use your hip measurement as your waist measurement. You guys get it? Thank you. So now I am using my waist measurement because I'm going to be adding zipper to it. So go ahead and divide your waist by 4, and then you're going to go ahead and look for a space that is going to enter that your waist measurement, and then note that you're going to start marking your measurement from that 4 inches that we come in. So that line, that is where you're going to mark your waist measurement. And then the next thing, you're going to just go ahead and mark it, and then you're going to take your tape to the top, and then you're going to measure the length. And then from there, you're going to go ahead and mark it all around to form your waistline, just as you see me do in this video. Do you guys understand? Please, if you don't, go ahead and ask your question. And thank you so much once again for watching this video. So you guys, right now we're going to be marking the full length. The full length is 44. Remember, I said I'm going to be adding a waistband, so I'm going to just go up by 2 inch, which is going to serve as our waistband. Before marking the full length, I'm going to mark our cross depth line. Do you guys understand? So I'm going to mark my cross depth line. So you're going to go ahead and mark your own cross depth line. If you don't know how to mark your cross depth line, I have a lot of video which I explain. Just go ahead and divide your hip measurement by 4, and then add 1.5 to each, or you can add 2 inch depending on how free you want it to be. You can add 2.5, 1.5, 2 inch, even 1 inch. Do you guys understand? All right, thank you. Mark your cross depth line just as you see me do in this video. And so right now I'm just going to go ahead and trace the line, my chalk to be visible for you guys to see. And then the next thing we are going to be doing right here, we are going to mark our full length. I've already said that the full length of this trouser is 44. We are going to mark 44, and then we are going to add hemline to it. What we are going to be using to hem, we are going to add hemline of 2 inches. So go ahead and mark your own, just as you see me do in this video. So what you will just do is to just go ahead and mark your 44, and then from there you're just going to go ahead and mark it all around, just as you see me do. When you mark the full length of your trouser, just go ahead and take your tape, go ahead and mark it all around. Make sure you're very careful. Make sure that you do not shake your hand or you do not ship your tape. So just go ahead and mark it all around, just as you see me do in this video. Please, you guys, I'm going to plead with you again. If you have watched this video to this extent and you know you have not yet subscribed or comment or like this video, please do want to do that for me so that this video can reach other people. Don't just watch and be silent. Thank you so much, and I love you guys for supporting me. Thank you so much. So right now, from the cross line, you're going to go up by 3 inches, or you're just going to come to the waistline, and then you're going to mark your hip measurement. Do you guys understand? So right now you're going to add your zipper allowance. You're just going to mark from that place that you go up by 3 inches. You're going to mark 1 inch, which is going to be as your zipper allowance. So please, when you are adding your zipper allowance, you need to know whether you want to add it to the front or you want to add it to the back. So any part of your trouser that you want to add the zipper allowance to, just go ahead and mark that zipper allowance on that particular, whether it's on the front piece or on the back piece. So right now you're just going to go ahead and cuff it, just as you see me do in this video. Just cuff it from that 3 inches. That is, you are extended your cross from that hip line, that 3 inches, and then you're going to cuff it. And then the next thing you're going to do, the back, the back piece have to be longer than, so on the front piece you're going to go in by 1 inch, and then you're going to cut that part out. Do you guys understand? Remember, when we are cutting a trouser, like a normal trouser, our back piece is always larger than the front piece. So just go ahead and reduce 1 inch from the front piece. If you don't want, you can leave it like that, because this is a circle flay, so it will not really show. It will not even show at all. So you can leave it like that, or you can go ahead and remove 1 inch from the front. Do you guys understand what I am saying? Please, if you don't, as I said, make sure you ask your question. So now go ahead and cut it out, and then just go ahead and use your chalk to demarcate the back from the front of your fabric. So right about now we're going to be adding a pocket to it. So I've gone ahead to cut my pocketee. So the width of this pocketee is 8 inches, and then the length is 11 inches. So I've gone ahead to fold it, and then I notch the center. That is because I don't want to cut it out, so I just fold it and then I notch the center. So right now you're going to go ahead and place your front piece on the pocketee, just as you see me do, like this. So you're going to go in by 3 inch from the waistline. You're going to go in by 3 inch, and then you're going to come down from the waistline. You're going to come down to 7 inch. You're going to go ahead and mark it, and then you're going to connect the line to the waistline. Do you guys understand? So that's how you're going to form your pocket on the front piece. Please do not mark your pocket on the back piece. Please, they don't mark on the back piece. You're using your front piece to form your pocket. So go ahead and cut it out, just as you see me do in this video. Do you guys understand? And please, I'm going to beg you again, if you know that you have not subscribed to this channel, you have not commented, you have not liked, please do well to support your baby girl, and I love you so much. So let's get going. So right about now we are going to go ahead and then sew it, just as you see me do. We are going to close the a cross line of your back piece and then of your front piece, just as you see me do, by 1/2 inch. And then on the pocketty, you're going to go ahead and pick up one piece of your pocket pieces, and then one piece of your front trouser, just as you see me do. You're going to go ahead and place it front side facing each other on that part that will form that pocket. So you're going to place the pieces on the main piece of your trouser. You're going to sew it by 1 inch, and then you're going to go ahead and fold it inside, and then you're going to, which is going to form your pocket. So you guys, this is it. I've gone ahead to sew my pocket. Like I said, I have a lot of video which I actually teach how to form a pocket, and please go ahead and watch it. And this is it. I've gone ahead to sew it, and then I have also closed the cross extension, just as you have seen in this video. So right now we're going to go ahead and join the back piece on the front piece. So as you have seen, I've also closed the cross extension of the back piece and the front piece. So you guys, you're just going to go ahead, and then you're going to just pick your back piece of your pocket. You're going to place it, and then you're going to pick the front piece of your trouser. Sorry, trouser, not pocket. You're going to place it on the back piece of your trouser, and then you're going to go ahead and stitch. And then you're going to go ahead and mark from on your waistline. You're going to divide your waist measurement by 4, and then you're going to go ahead and mark it, just as you see me do. And then you're going to sew it on the allowance that you mark. You're going to sew it on your allowance, and then you're going to just sew it all the way to the hemline, just as you see me do. You're going to divide your waist measurement by 4, and then on the allowance that is left, that is what you're going to be using to sew your trouser. You're going to use it to hem the side of your trouser. And then you guys, we're just going to go ahead and hem the side, and then we're going to hem the cross line. We're going to finish everything, and then we're going to bring it back. So you guys, this is it. I've gone ahead to sew the side and then the cross line. So right now we're going to be attaching our waistband to it. So to attach your waistband, you're going to go ahead to take the measurement of your round waist, and then you're going to add about 3 inches to it, and then you're going to go ahead and cut it out. So I cut it, the width is 4 inch, and then I folded it to give me 2 inch, and then the length is just your waist measurement, and then you added 3 inches to it. So you're just going to go ahead and sew it. You're going to place it on the right side, and then you're going to go ahead and sew it from the back. Remember, we're adding a zip to it, so on the back that we are adding a zip to it. So we're going to go ahead and start sewing from the back all the way to the other side of the back. So that is exactly how you're going to sew it. Then when we are done, we're going to add a zip to it. So do you guys understand? Please, if you don't, go ahead and let me know. So right now I've gone ahead to attach my waistband, just as seen in this video. So this is it. So the next thing we're going to be doing is to go ahead and attach our zip. You guys, I did not have a short zip, so I have to use this long zip. So I'm just going to go ahead and bring it out. So when I'm done, I will just cut it out. So if you have a short zip, you can just use the short zip that will just go around. If you have a zip that have up to 8 inch, you can go ahead and use it. So right now on your zip, you're going to place it just as seen in this video, right side facing each other, and then you're going to go ahead and stitch it down. When you're done on one part, you're going to go ahead and flip it to the other part, and then you're going to also go ahead and stitch it down. So make sure you do not close your zip. You're going to go ahead and sew it, and then we're going to cut out and trim out. So you guys are going to see what it looks like on the mannequin. So you guys, this is it. As you can see, it is very, very beautiful. So instead of using like a flare gown or a flare skirt, so just turn it to a trouser, just as seen in this video. It is very easy and sweet to wear. As you can see, the flowing is everything. So you guys, thank you for watching, and please subscribe to this channel. I love you guys. See you in our next video. Bye.